Warship foundered.
Hey team, it's Ripper here again. Hope you guys are doing great. Got an awesome, fun video with the Marceau French DD speedboat. But before we begin, like, subscribe, bell button below if you like what we're doing here. Smash that like button. We appreciate all the support, and we're growing like a wildfire. And we are going for the goal of 600 subscribers coming soon. We are getting there pretty quickly, and we cannot thank you guys enough for all the support, all those that are really loving the channel and disliking the channel as well, because we need to learn and criticize to make it better, and if we're make it a fun place to learn and have have a blast shooting ships, selling ships, and learning something from it, like I said. So anyways, what is the Marceau? If you guys don't know, it's a premium ship that's available, I believe, in the armory. That is, I don't know if it's still for coal, but that's what I got it for coal. And I really didn't play much of it lately until someone had actually asked, hey, what do you think of the Marceau? So I was like, you know what, let's take it out of the port and test drive it around and see what we can do with it. Now, it's kind of comparable to the Kleber, which is the tier 10 tech tree line of the French DD line. And the gimmick is pretty much speed. I mean, all the French style kind of cruisers and DDs, and even battleships all rely on speed. Now watch this, here we go. We're going open gun boating right here. We get spotted because of detection of 7, so we're gonna just drive straight in, and there we go. Good old Holland shows up. Now watch this, we got 4 sets of guns, 2 barrels each, so that's 8 shells in the air, boom. That's 3,000 HP. Good gosh, there's another 2,000. It gets flapped by another friend and kiting away, 1,700. Did I not tell you these guns are redonkulous? I didn't think. Bam, whammy go blam. He is back to port. He launches some torps. We slam on the brakes. Speed breaks out. And there we go. We avoided that. So anyways, this is a speed go fast boat, gun boat, whatever you want to call it. Hilariously fast, hilariously strong guns. I did not think they were that strong. Essentially, if you don't know, the guns are like Colbert guns. They are pretty much the same. If you don't know what a Colbert is, I've had videos on that. I like the Colbert. It is literally a meme gunboat, machine Gatling gun on cruiser steroids, whatever you want to call it. Hilarious build. But the Marceau is kind of like the mini brother of it. It literally is the child of a Colbert. However, it's in DD format, and it's got these ridiculous speed boost characteristics, if you want to call that. And I like the playstyle. It's kind of like a hit and run guerrilla type of gameplay where you go in fast, shoot a lot of guns, pull out real fast, and then regroup. And that's kind of like what you see what we're doing right here. We knock out their Holland, which means they're kind of destroyer list, if you will, on the Charlie flank. And now we're going to go ahead and just kind of hang back and kind of spot. I mean, we still have the role of spotting, torping, as well as capping. So I'm going to stay on the C flank here because I kind of don't know what the enemy is going to do. Again, don't rush into death here. I mean, you're worthless if you're dead, and if you're dead, you're worthless. That's how I like to put that. But like what we're going to do right here is, the speedboat aspect of the Marceau allows it to really also move all over the map. I think I've heard a lot of DD guys with the Marceau saying it gives you the capability of just controlling the battlefield, because you literally can go from one end of the map to the other really fairly quickly, especially with the speed boost that lasts about, if you notice, 3.5 minutes or so. If you build it, you can maybe get it out to 4, close to that. So what did you just see right there we just did with the Holland? So if you notice, the gunboat has 4 turrets, double barrel, 127, 129, 130, somewhere around that millimeter. It got 21 millimeter pin, really good, just a standard kind of gun. However, the rate of fire that we built this for got it down to about 2.9 seconds base, which is kind of redonkulous for 4 sets of guns, and that is really incredible for what it can do, as well as spamming HE from long distance. So it is, if you notice the build that I have, has built for range. So not only we built for gun reload, but for high DPM, but also range. Now, if you don't know, I think Flamu and Flambastic did a lot of videos about the Marceau, and I think it still holds the king of the record for highest DPM in the game. And it holds true. What you just saw there has the highest DPM in the game. Even the Ford Sherman, I think, kind of borderlines it. But right now, the highest DPM in the game, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, someone out there let me know. But I think what Flamu and them have been saying is that Marceau has the highest DPM. It's the king of the DPM. So notice right there, look, here's an example of the DPM. I'm far away. Not fairly far away, but basically gun range. I'm not going to go in close, stay out of their secondary range, and just shoot from long distance spamming. And look, the throttle juking aspect of this ship is phenomenal. Look at that. It's no speed boost. I can juke the shells right there from about 11 to 12 km away. Start fires. And even the Admirali, whatever it's called, is shooting at us and missing as well. Activate speed boost, 3 minutes, 54 seconds speed boost. So almost near 4 minutes there that we built it for. And you notice we dominate the battlefield over here because we can speed, stop, start, move forward, and cap at will. And we also notice that, look, I got a submarine in the middle here that is pesking our battleship. So let's go ahead and take care of them. So hit the speed boost, full throttle forward, speed, go fast boat, go. And here we go. Let's go attack that destroyer. So we're going to go ahead and find this destroyer, but standard depth charges as usual. The torpedo range is fairly decent. It's better than Kleber. Kleber only goes 8, and its concealment is 8, so it's kind of scary. At least we can build our concealment down to 7, and our torpedoes go to 9. So you got about a 2-kilometer buffer there. Not the greatest torpedoes. They're fairly slow. More of kind of YOLOing torpedoes, if you want to call that. They're just there to do something. Really, this is more focused on gunboating. And you can see it right now. The AA on this thing is okay. It's not. I mean, we got defensive fire, but yeah, whatever. It is what it is. AA is not the greatest. So what other aspects of this thing? Again, the speed. Now watch this. Here we go. Here come the shells again. The rain of fire. Look at that. Taking about 2,000 HP off him at a time. Oh my gosh. Destroying his guns and taking out his engines. And bam! RIP back to Porty. He is out as well. The second destroyer deleted from the map. And oh my gosh, we've got the sub, which I don't like subs, by the way. So let's go ahead and satisfy this, peskiness that I have for these submarines. So let's go ahead and see if we can spot him. There he is. Oh my goodness, he's right there. Now, the turning capabilities on this thing are pretty rough. I mean, notice the turning, I have to really slow down, and this thing turns like a cruiser. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's just painful to watch. I mean, I feel like I'm just snowboarding, skidding all over the place. And yeah, depth charges all over the place. Subs are back. The gimmick is now that they're nerfed, their gun power's nerfed, their torpedo power's nerfed. They've got to basically submerge only for a few minutes before they got to automatically come back up again. They can't stay underwater all the time. But who cares? We're going to go ahead and go over this thing and hit the G button, and there go the depth charges. They're all over the place. Let's see if we can do a nice spread right here. Where is he? Where is he? Come on, baby. Let's get him. Boom, boom, boom. Hits, flooding. Boom, boom, boom. And bam! There he goes. RIP back to Porty. The U-190 goes out, and that is our third kill of game. I'm actually surprised. This is our first game in the Marceau in a long time. I'm going, what is going on? Did this thing get buffed or something? How come do I have all this firepower that I didn't think was here? I was like, man, if I had known this thing is this strong, I would have played it more. But man, this Marceau is pretty phenomenal. The gunpowder is phenomenal. The speed is phenomenal. Turning is average, but really you don't care about turning when you're going like a rocket in a full speed through the water. Again, the torpedoes are only at the 9, so we got a nice little 2-kilometer buffer there. We fire them. They're decent speed torpedoes. They're not the greatest like Holland speed, but hey, they're there just to provide a threat, if you will. So we're going to go ahead and cap this Charlie cap, and then we're going to continuously spot the Admirali. Hopefully our team will fire at him and hopefully get him out of the game. And then the Thunderer and Pommern out in the distance there are within a very dangerous range, so I don't want to shoot and reveal my position. Carrier is not bothering us, so we can go ahead and cap this unattested, and we're going to see if we can continuously flank this enemy. Let's see if we can keep going down, and we're constantly spotting now. If this Albemarle is, I say, withered down at least maybe another 5K-ish, and we're spotted there. Yep, that's a good sign right there. Okay, so we're going to start shooting some AP and see how the AP does on this ship. Full broadside cruiser. 1,400 damage. 1,800. That's actually pretty strong. And see if we can get another hit right there. And boom! Look at that. 4th kill of the game. He is out. RIP back to 40. And now we're switching back to HE and see if we can farm Thunderer to death. Now, at first I thought the Pommern, which is a German premium I would say, secondary-focused battleship. I didn't think his secondaries would do very well against me since I'm so fast. I'm like, oh, you know, let's give it a shot. Let's take a risk. So we're at 11,000, and look at that. We're taking some massive hits. I don't know. We just lost 4K damage there, and I'm not really sure. I think it's from the secondaries, which I was, like, very surprised. I thought more of the secondary was from the Schlieffen house of the things, but Palmer actually still packs a wallop of some good secondaries, and I may have taken a shot from a blind fire. I don't know where it came from, but let's go ahead and see if we can wither around this Thunderer. Confederate pops right there, and look at that. If we had Halsey, man, would we be going crazy right now, but oh well, it is what it is. A couple other aspects I like about the Marceau. Again, ooh, there it is. Kraken Unleashed. Again, probably a positive of the Marceau. First time playing this in a long time, and I get a Kraken in it. That's why I like it. But I've actually started using this in clan battles, and I can see why a lot of guys... I've only seen Marceaus and Kleberts in clan battles maybe a few times, and I understand now why they do pick it, because not only does it have a very good speed, but the guns are actually pretty effective if you build them for range. And it's kind of, like I said, a mini Colbert, and it harasses cruisers, battleships, even destroyers. I mean, if you eliminate a destroyer early on in the game, especially with the Marceau and Kleber-style gameplay, I mean, it is pretty darn effective because the speed is just so horrendously fast. I mean, you're getting up to 54.9 knots here. 54 knots, that's insane. I mean, have you ever tried to shoot these things at 54 knots? I mean, it is very difficult. You really have to get maybe 3 or 4 shots to gauge as to how to lead these things, and gosh forbid that this thing is angling away. I mean, it's going to be even harder to hit something going 54 knots kiting away. I mean, goodness gracious. He takes a pop shot right there, and ow, that actually hurt. So this Palmer player, really, really good. Props to him or her. That literally is shooting from long distance range, and his secondaries are actually doing some significant damage to it. So I actually decided to kite away because we don't want to die. We only got 3k health left, and we're going to see if we can farm and maybe get a fire going on him as well. I think I see 1 fire already. Art department, kudos to you again. I love the art department on this thing. It looks phenomenal. The fire, the smoke, even the gun smoke from like what I'm firing there. I think this is the new patch where it does that, where the smoke actually looks as if real battleships are shooting and real destroyers are shooting, where the gun smoke actually lingers around and kind of gives that misty look, if you will. I think that would look really cool. It looks so realistic now. I think they can do a better job where it makes it look where if you go on YouTube videos and see battleships and cruiser firing, that they live that kind of misty smoke lingering around the area. That kind of gives you a fog of war, but also kind of that, I would say, almost smoke-like shield behavior, because the more mist and smoke that you give, it kind of shields your, cruiser, battleship, whatever, from gunfire. And again, that gives that sense of realism. But again, it is what it is. What are we at right now? Oh my gosh, 122,000 damage, 7 minutes left in the game. I think this game is pretty much in the bag. We have all 3 caps there, 4 ships left, and we got a Kraken Unleashed. And we're going to go ahead and just basically continuously spot the Palmer and their CV while driving in. And, really, that's pretty much the game. I mean, what do I have to say about this thing? Do I recommend this destroyer? Absolutely. I think this destroyer is good for not only randoms, but also, I would say ranked, but also clan battles as well. Because why? Pros, the speed. For you to be able to speed down to get a cap right away scares the enemy team like crazy. I've noticed on the receiving end of that, when I see a cap starting to go down within the first 30 seconds, I'm going, holy crap, that's probably a Colbert, Marceau, Shimakaze who speed raced down all the way there to get that cap, and I know, hey, avoid that area. I'm probably going to get spotted or torped as a cruiser or whatever. But it's also scary as a destroyer, because at first I'm going like, okay, it's a Marceau, it's a Kleber, I got a Sherman, what's he going to do to me? But I have found that I've been blapped and wiped off the face of the earth with the Marceau because of the DPM actually outdoes the Sherman, because remember, the Sherman only has 3 barrels. Although I can get it down to 1.2, 1.1 second reloads, the Marceau has a 2.9 second reload, so with double the barrel capacity. Actually, hold on. 4 guns times 2 is 8 guns versus 3 barrels of the Sherman. So I'm talking about double firepower here, and they're accurate and they're pretty deadly as well. The DPM on it, the HE damage on it, it's insane. And like I said, it is very difficult to destroy to hit going full speed. I mean, you really have to take a couple shots at it. You have to maybe zoom out ones, because the speed of the Colbert and the Marceau, actually, if you zoom full in, they actually kind of go so fast that they're off the reticle, and you actually have to zoom out one tick or one zoom level to make sure are my shells actually hitting this thing, because it's zoomed all the way and you can't hit a Marceau and Colbert, and you're not really sure where to aim at, so you got to take a couple pot shots, practice shots, if you will. And that is actually one of the scary things to go against a Marceau and Colbert. Colbert is also scary because the guns are a little bit bigger and has a reload booster, but you don't need it in the Marceau. The Marceau is already fast guns as it is, and it provides a long-distance destroyer gunboat feel, and it has torpedoes. So, man, is this thing powerful? It is. I recommend it. If you haven't looked at it, haven't tried it, check out some more videos about it. If you got the coal to spare, I would recommend getting the Marceau. I think it's a really fun gameplay style. It keeps you engaged, it keeps you capping, it keeps you spotting. It really is a force to reckon with on the battlefield. It's a great scouter. It's a great guerrilla kind of hit and run style gameplay like you're seeing right now. And I believe we actually secure a 6th kill for this as well. But anyways, I want to say thank you guys for all the support. Bam, RIP, he's down, 6th kill of the game. Marceau, strong DD, get it if you can. Appreciate all the support, and we're on our way to 600 subscribers. Like, subscribe, bell button, smash that like button if you really like what we're doing here, and comment, dislike, like, whatever you want to do to see what can we do better, and we can learn something at the same time. But until then, you guys stay safe, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers!